What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Trader of the Week. So far in this series, we've had Isabel on in episode 1 and Jake in episode 2. Today, we're joined with Alfie on episode 3, who's one of our high senior traders. So Alfie is one of the many funded traders here at GM, and he actually also trades with us here in the office on a day-to-day basis. So Alfie, welcome on to Trader of the Week. No, it's good to have you. So far, how's your trading week been? What trades have you taken?
Really good. I've taken a Eurochef short, which brought me an 8%.
Yeah.
I based it off of supply and demand, candlesticks, and the bearish momentum of Eurochef.
What was the risk to reward?
8%.
And was it your only trade that you took that week?
Only trade.
Lovely. So what Alfie's going to do now, he's going to jump on the charts, break it down, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Hello guys, thanks for having me. Today I'm going to be talking about my Eurochef short, where I formed it straight away from the daily time frame. Now we had this area of supply where price was pretty strong into, which at the time made me believe that price was going to blow through. But instead we printed this gravestone doji, left a gap in the market which was almost instantly filled, and then started to move to the downside. Now if we move to the 4 hour, I had this area of demand marked out just in case we had a form of a reaction. Now in this we had this very sloppy sideways movement, which eventually broke the daily demand. It spiked below, and after this we formed this bullish engulfing candle, followed by sideways movement. Now if we go down to the 1 hour time frame, we see that we had these two strong moves followed by an indecision candle, followed by a strong bullish candle. Now this is somewhat bullish, but this indecision candle was the start of this reversal. This was why this started to happen. Now we had this sideways movement after this little bullish move, where the sideways movement followed by this bearish engulfing candle. Now this candle is very important because why would we have this bearish engulfing here if the bulls are in control? If the bulls are in control, they would take over from here, they would take this liquidity, and they would start to move up. They wouldn't have indecision candles here, they wouldn't have sideways indecision here. They would simply carry on making moves like this all the way to the upside, breaking through. So what happened was, price pushed down with this bearish engulfing. We had a little bit of indecision, but I believe this was to touch this doji to move price higher. Now, a couple students may think that this is a fairly heavy momentum move into the supply. But in fact, what we're looking at is not just this move, we're looking at this sideways movement here. If the bulls were really in control, like we said before, they would have taken over here. But they didn't, they started to take over here. After we've had sideways movement, bearish engulfings, indecision everywhere. That indicates the bulls are not in control. Although we're moving up and price has somewhat strong momentum coming up here, the bulls are not in control. So we tapped into the supply. We started to move sideways for a bit. Now this was a big indication to me that we was going to come down. Once again, the bulls are not in control. What happened was we had this break here, this bearish engulfing, which took over this candle. Now one thing to mention is that this bearish engulfing here was one of the largest candles, as well as this one, in this whole play. This is very important because why are we printing a candle like this if it wasn't to be bearish? If the bulls are in control, like I said 3 times now, they would have taken over here. Now into the supply, we've moved sideways. We've moved sideways for a while, we printed this bearish engulfing, and then we carried on moving sideways. This for me meant that I could take this trade off of the 4 hour wick here. We've tapped into 50%, I had my limit set, and then we rolled to the downside. If we go back to the 1 hour and we look at how to manage the trade, there wasn't many really bearish signs that we was gonna start to roll over very strongly, aside from everything to the side here. We started to move down, we had indecision, a little bit worrisome, but we ain't gonna worry about that until we start to see some bullish engulfing candles or some bullish reversal patterns, which we haven't quite seen yet. We've just seen indecision, followed by bearish candles. We had some sideways movement, which is where ideally you could start to take some partials. But we aren't doing that until we see some sort of bullish reversal, which we don't see. Shortly after this sideways movement, we see a nice, lovely bearish candle, nearly tapping TP. Now this here was nearly a tweezer bottom, but I was looking for another bullish candle after this to break this high before I started to partial out on this trade properly. After this bullish candle, we've had this nice bearish candle, pretty much a bearish engulfing. Then we started to roll over to the downside. There wasn't too much bullish indication to start taking partials yet. As I say, I was waiting for some sort of bullish reversal here, some sort of bullish reversal here, but we simply didn't get any strong bullish reversals. Then price rolled to the downside, hit the low, and shortly after that we took liquidity of the previous lows, and then we skyrocketed to the upside, which may have been influenced by fundamentals. And that was pretty much my Euro Chef trade.
So as you can see, what makes Alfie so unique is he uses the beginner style of trading, which is seen as the candlestick approach, and integrates it with supply and demand to formulate these great trading setups. So Alfie, thank you for coming on for episode 3, and it's been great to have you on, guys. Hope you've enjoyed his Euro Chef short trade. Guys, if you are new around here, make sure you do drop a like and subscribe for more trading content that we bring you guys every single week. Apart from that, guys, have an amazing rest of your days, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.